Ever wondered what a content creator is or does? Well, let's dive into the fascinating world of content creation. At its core, a content creator is someone who produces entertaining, helpful, or educational material that caters to the interests and challenges of a target audience. This material can take many forms, from the written word to the visual and auditory realms. Imagine a painter, but instead of canvas and acrylics, their tools are words, images, sounds, and digital platforms. They paint a picture that engages, informs, and resonates with their audience. That's what a content creator does. Now let's talk about the types of content that can be produced. Blog posts, for instance, offer a written medium to share insights, experiences, and knowledge. Videos, on the other hand, offer a dynamic platform to express creativity, share stories, and provide visual learning. Podcasts are like the modern-day radio shows, providing auditory content that can be enjoyed while commuting, working out, or simply relaxing. Photos and graphics, meanwhile, offer a quick and powerful way to communicate a message or a story. But what about the artists behind these creations? Well, there are several types of content creators. Podcasters, for example, use their voices and conversations to engage their audience. YouTubers leverage the power of video to entertain, educate, and inspire. Writers like bloggers and authors use the power of words to weave stories, share knowledge, or express ideas. Then, there are social media influencers who master the art of engaging with their audience on various social media platforms, creating content that resonates and inspires. These diverse options mean that there's a place for every type of creative talent in the content creation world. Whether you're a wordsmith, a shutterbug, a conversationalist, or a digital artist, there's a space for you in this vibrant, ever-evolving landscape. So, ready to dive in and make your mark? Stay tuned as we journey further into the world of content creation. So, how do you become a content creator? Let's break it down. Embarking on the journey to becoming a content creator involves more than just owning a camera or a keyboard. It's about discovering your passion, your voice, and the unique perspective you bring to the table. Identifying your niche is the first step. What are you passionate about? What resonates with you? What are you knowledgeable about? This step is crucial because it's where you'll find the audience who shares your interests. Next, study successful content creators in your chosen niche. What makes them successful? Is it their style, their personality, their consistency? Pay attention to how they engage with their audience, how they tell their stories, and how they deliver their messages. There's a lot to learn from those who've already paved the way. Now, you're not just going to become an expert overnight. It's essential to invest time in learning the necessary skills. Whether it's video editing, graphic design, writing, or even understanding algorithms and SEO, these skills will help you create high-quality content that stands out. Once you've got the skills, it's time to create a content plan. This is your roadmap, guiding you on what content to create, when to create it, and how to distribute it. A well-crafted plan keeps you organized, consistent, and focused on your goals. And now comes the exciting part, creating and publishing your content. This is where your creativity shines. It's where you engage, entertain, and educate your audience. But remember, consistency is key. Regularly publishing content keeps your audience engaged and helps you build a strong online presence. But let's not forget, all this takes time, effort, and a boatload of commitment. There will be obstacles, there will be setbacks, but don't let that deter you. Keep creating, keep learning, keep improving. Remember, becoming a successful content creator is not an overnight process. It requires dedication, creativity, and a lot of hard work. First things first, you need to identify your niche. Now, you may be asking, what's a niche? Well, in the world of content creation, your niche is your specific area of focus. It's like your content's home address in the vast neighborhood of the internet. Choosing a niche is like choosing to specialize in a particular subject or theme. It's a way of saying, hey, I know a lot about this, and I want to share that knowledge with you. It's about finding that unique intersection where your passion meets the needs of a particular audience. Why is having a niche so important, you ask? Well, let's imagine you're a traveler looking for a restaurant. You're in the mood for Italian food. Would you go to a restaurant that serves Italian, Mexican, Chinese, and American food, or would you rather go to a restaurant that specializes in Italian cuisine? Chances are, you'd choose the latter because you'd expect them to have a deeper understanding and mastery of Italian dishes. That's the power of a niche. In the world of content creation, having a niche helps you stand out from the crowd. It's a big, crowded internet out there, with millions of content creators vying for attention. By focusing on a specific niche, you become a big fish in a small pond. you become the go-to expert in that area, attracting a dedicated audience who are interested in that particular topic. Your niche also gives your content a clear direction. It acts as a guide, helping you decide what content to create, who it's for, and how it can help them. It's like having a compass in the wild, wild west of content creation. Remember, your niche isn't set in stone. It can evolve as you grow and learn more about your audience and their needs. The key is to start with a focus, with a niche, and to be willing to adapt as you go along. Finding your niche is the first big step in your content creation journey. It's that crucial decision that sets the stage for everything else. So, what's your niche going to be? Another key step is to study successful content creators. It's a fascinating journey, almost like a treasure hunt, where the treasure is the wealth of knowledge and experience these creators have amassed over the years. Imagine them as master craftsmen who've honed their skills to perfection. Each video, blog post, or podcast they create is a testament to their craft. The narrative, the pacing, the tone, the manner in which they engage their audience. It's all a well-orchestrated symphony of content creation, and just like a symphony, it's not about one single note, but the harmony they create together. Now, how do you learn from these maestros? You study their work, you watch their videos, read their blogs, listen to their podcasts, pay attention to the details, the nuances that make their content unique. How do they start their videos? How do they end them? What kind of language do they use? How do they interact with their audience? Next, understand their audience engagement tactics. Do they have a call to action at the end of their videos? Do they run contests or giveaways? How do they handle negative comments or criticism? Remember, a content creator's relationship with their audience is a key part of their success. Then, analyze their marketing strategies. How do they promote their content? Do they collaborate with other creators or brands? What social media platforms do they use, and how do they use them? As you delve deeper into their strategies, you'll start to see patterns. You'll begin to understand why they do what they do and how it contributes to their success. But here's an important caveat. Don't just blindly copy what they do. What works for them might not work for you. Instead, take what you learn and adapt it to your style, your audience, your niche. Learning from successful content creators can provide valuable insights and inspiration. So take a deep dive into their world, study their craft, and use that knowledge to create your own symphony of content creation. Finally, remember that consistency is key. It's the cornerstone of your content creation journey. In a world saturated with content, where everyone is vying for attention, being consistent can be your secret weapon. Imagine a television show that aired episodes sporadically, with no set schedule. Viewers would find it difficult to follow along, and eventually, they might stop tuning in altogether. The same principle applies to content creation. When you regularly produce and publish content, you're setting a rhythm, a cadence that your audience can follow. It's like a silent promise that you're making to them. They know when to expect new content from you, and they look forward to it. It's this predictability that can help you build an audience. But consistency isn't just about frequency. It's also about maintaining a steady level of quality. Imagine if your favorite restaurant started serving subpar meals. You'd probably look for another place to dine, right? Similarly, if your content quality dips, your audience might start looking elsewhere for their content fix. Being consistent with your content also helps to establish your credibility. It shows your audience that you're committed, that you're reliable. Consistency is a form of trust building. When you're consistent, your audience knows they can trust you to deliver valuable content time after time. But let's be real, consistency isn't always easy. It requires planning, discipline, and sometimes even sacrificing immediate gratification for long-term gains. But the rewards are worth it. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither will your content empire be. It takes time, effort, and a whole lot of consistency. But as you continue to consistently churn out quality content, you'll see your audience grow, your credibility soar, and your impact magnify. So the next time you're feeling overwhelmed or tempted to skip a content creation session, remember why you started. Remember your audience, who looks forward to your content. And remember that consistency is not just about doing the same thing over and over again. It's about constantly improving, constantly growing, and constantly delivering value. Consistent content creation is the key to building a loyal audience and achieving long-term success. Now let's summarize what we've learned today. We've delved into the world of content creation, understanding that it's all about producing material that resonates with a specific audience, takes on many forms, and serves to entertain, educate, or help. We've charted the steps to becoming a content creator, appreciating that it's not an overnight process, but a journey of constant learning and improvement. We've highlighted the importance of finding your niche, a unique corner in the vast digital landscape that you can call your own. Learning from successful creators, we've gleaned insights into the strategies that work, the tactics that engage, and the content that captivates. And above all, we've underscored the significance of consistency, the steady drumbeat that builds your brand, grows your audience, and fortifies your presence in the world of content creation. With these steps, you're well on your way to starting your journey as a content creator. Remember, it's about creating value, being consistent, and always learning and improving. Good luck on your content creation journey.